Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Eka, Baruch, Shem Kevo, my Uto, Leolam, Vaye. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our Yah, the Lord is one. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom, forever and ever. All praises to the Most High Yah.
If I should ever leave and wanna come home, please don't close the door on me.
Yes, Yah.
If I should go astray, I know your love comes someday. If I should ever leave, if I should go astray, I know your love.
Hallelujah.
If I should ever leave,
Don't close the door. Oh.
I should go astray,
And I know your love. I know your love. Sound the chauffeur.
if I should ever leave,
I know you will. Oh, if I should go, I know your love. I know your love. I know your love. Oh, if I should.
If I go astray, if I ever leave,
Sound the chauffeur. Ever leave. Oh, if I ever leave. Oh, please don't go. Don't go on me and mortified. I know your love will bring me someday. If I should, I wanna come home. I wanna come home. If I should go astray, I hear your love calling. I hear your love calling me. go astray. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. On the 6th day, we get up this morning seeking him first, the kingdom of the Most High Yah, and all his righteousness, knowing that all things shall be added unto us. Therefore, we come seeking, knocking, and asking about relationships in order to have wisdom how to function in relationships. Therefore, we need to cast down vain imaginations that exalt ourselves against the knowledge of the Most High Yah and take those thoughts into captivity. We need not to lean to our own understanding about relationships, but in all our ways acknowledge the Most High Yah, because he is directing our path. After all, he is the author and finisher of our faith when it comes to relationships, because it was his purpose in the first place to create man and to take woman and pull her out of man for relationship. So we need to be loving the Most High Yah with all our heart, with all our might, and with all our soul, and to love our neighbor as ourselves when it comes to relationships. We need to bear each other burdens. We need to weep with those who weep, mourn with those who mourn. We need to rejoice when they rejoice in relationships. But do you really know how, queens, to have a relationship? I'm talking about as far as the Most High Yah is concerned. I'm talking about his purpose. Come on now, remember, this is the Most High Yah's original intent, how he created the female. Created us to be an enhancer. Created us to be a reflector. Created us to be an incubator. Created us with all these emotions and these feelings. And so when we start feeling things, you know, that's our discernment kicking in. Created us to be a helpmeet. Come on now. We have to know our purpose. So come in here this morning with your crown on, because you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And get the information. Knowledge, y'all. Knowledge. Get the information about relationships. Get the information that you are a receiver. And the king is a giver. So he should always be giving to you, because you will multiply what you receive, because that's how you were made by the Most High Yah. It's the 6th day, y'all. It's the 6th day. We're about to enter into some sweet Sabbath rest on tonight. I'm so excited. Oh, it's the 6th day. You better come on and enter into his rest and know right now that he is the one and only Most High Yah. Every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that he is Yah. So prepare yourself. It's preparation. This is preparation day. Prepare yourself to enter into his rest, because there's been a lot going on this week. I mean, there's been a lot going on. And I mean, social media, child, sometimes we just need to stay off of social media. Social media have your mind so tangled up, wrapped up, you don't know what to think, what not to think, who got the truth, who don't have the truth. You know, you be like, Ruach HaKodesh, could you please just lead and guide me into all truth? Because social media will have you all over the place. So sometimes we need to unplug, disconnect from social media for real. And I'm talking to myself. I might not be talking to you right now, but I'm talking to myself. Sometimes we need to unplug from social media, because everybody has an opinion. But what did y'all say? How long will you falter between two opinions? What did y'all say? Everybody got an opinion. Everybody got something to say. You better know that whatever somebody is saying that is coming directly from the Most High Yah, you better be able to discern. So don't get wrapped up, tied up in all these politics and whether or not this girl black or Asian or whatever she is. Y'all better quit getting caught up in stuff like that. This is all about y'all. His purpose will prevail, period. His purpose will prevail. And obviously he allowed it. And we ain't concerned about these political idols because that's what they are. They are idols. Yah is still king. And he said, I'm a jealous Yah. And there shall be no other Yahs before me. Gods, little gods, little God, little God, little G. There shall be no other gods before me. So be careful. Be very careful. Because if you're not, you'll find yourself worshiping some idols and Most High looking at you like, excuse me, I am the one and only Yah. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know. So we get excited about things, but we don't need to worship things. So I'm thanking the Most High Yah for where he has us at right now in this season because he's doing something, y'all. It's too much stuff taking place in the natural. Come on, y'all. Y'all crazy right now. He doing something right now. And you come on now. It's going to happen in the supernatural, but you going to wind up being asleep somewhere talking about what happened was. Where everybody go? Where they at? And I ain't talking about no rapture. Because there's no such thing as or called a rapture. It was a woman's dream. Go do your research. It was a woman's dream, and they took it and indoctrinated it and sold it to you as a rapture, like you about to get up out of here. You ain't going nowhere. This Bible is about a king in the kingdom. He gave us dominion in the earth realm. Where you going? You going to heaven? You going to the streets of gold and gates of pearls. Sorry to bust your little bubble, but you're going to be right here, ruling and reigning in the earth realm. And that's the reason why the Most High Yah is trying to give us his teachings and instructions now so we know what to do. These are the tools that he's given us now so we know what to do. My people are destroyed from what? Lack of knowledge. Information. You don't have the information that you need. Lack of knowledge. That's why you can't have no relationships. Lack of knowledge. All your relationships been destroyed. I'm like, Most High, come on now. You blasted me. All of them. Lack of knowledge and disobedience. You know y'all be telling you don't get with folks and y'all get with them anyway. Oh, I'm a witness. Don't marry him, Dr. J. Oh, I'm a praying woman, and the word says a praying woman can save her husband. First of all, what is saved? You're either functional or dysfunctional, and he is very dysfunctional, okay? So, get it together, queens. Straighten up your crowns this morning, and let's get into this teaching. Woo, Most High! I come lifting up everyone on YouTube live this morning. The ones that are listening live and the ones that will listen later. Give them an ear to hear. He that hath an ear this morning, let him hear what the Spirit, the Ruach of the Most High Yah, is saying to the churches. Have us right now, Most High Yah, to lay aside every weight that so easily beset us and to cast our cares on you because you care for us. Thank you for brand new mercies in a brand new day. Thank you for providing for us because you are the Most High and you shall provide all our needs according to your glorious riches and glory. Woo. I thank you right now for another day because if it had not been for the Most High's mercies, we would be consumed. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness, great is thou faithfulness. Decrease me as you give the increase. I'm not sufficient of myself. All sufficiency lies on the inside of you. And I will forever give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. And it's in the mighty, mighty name of Yahushua I pray. All praises to the Most High Yah. The word says if 2 or 3 gather together in his name, that he would be in the midst. The word says if 2 or 3. The word says if 2 touch and agree on anything, it shall be done. I'm trying to get 10 of y'all up in here today. Okay. So We're going to go into this method style of study. Yes. So the method style of study, it is a process of studying the word of Ahaya, Asha, Ahaya, which is I am that I am in Hebrew, the great I am, the Yah of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and we seek his guidance and live in a kingdom lifestyle. The Torah is the Most High Yah's teachings and instructions, and 613 principles is where the Creator speaks, Mother. And then we search the witnesses through the books of the prophets, the Nevi'im, and the books of the writings, the Ketuvim, collectively the Torah, the Nevi'im, and the Ketuvim, or identify as the Tanakh, which is the Old Testament's proper title, and is the only book that Yahushua studied in reference throughout the New Testament. Psalms chapter 119, verse 127. Therefore I love thou commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. Today we look to the word love. Ahab, a primitive root to have affection for, be loved, lovely, like, friend. The Torah testifies, Exodus chapter 20, verse 6, and showing mercies unto a thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5. And thou shalt love the Most High thou Yah with all thou heart and with all thou soul and with all thou might. The prophets proclaim, Joshua chapter 23, verse 11. Take heed therefore unto yourself that ye love the Most High your Yah. Micah chapter 6, verse 8. He had showed thee, O man, what is good. And what does the Most High require of thee? But to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thou Most High Yah. The writings bear witness. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 9. He that covereth a transgression seeketh love, but he that repeateth the matter separateth very friends. How much of us doing some separating? Okay. We have completed the method style of study this morning, reviewing love. First, we recognize the standards set in the Torah and 613 principles. Then we search the witnesses in the books of the prophets, the Nevi'im, and the books of the writings, the Ketuvim, collectively the Torah, the Nevi'im, and the Ketuvim, or identify as the Tanakh, which is the Old Testament's proper title. And it's the only book that Yahushua studied in reference throughout the New Testament. 5 a.m. prayer. The Most High Yah has programmed a woman to need love. 5 a.m. prayer. The Most High Yah has programmed the woman to need love. Okay, then. Materialistic gifts from a person is not an indication of love. Love goes so much deeper. Oh, this needs to be posted today. And I know Terrence Scott. What's his name? Ali. Okay. I know he gonna have a field day with this. 5 a.m. prayer. The Most High Yah has programmed the woman to need love. Materialistic gifts from a person is not an indication of love. All right, queens. All right now. Love goes so much deeper. Daniel chapter 9, verse 4. And I prayed unto the Most High, my Yah, and made my confessions and said, O Yah, the great and dreadful Yah, keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him and to them that keep his commandments. Shalom Aleichem. Oh, peace be unto you, 5 a.m. prayer community. As the Most High Yah is revealing our purpose as his people, Be sure that you come to the full understanding of what the foundation of our nature is, which is love. I wish I was a poet right now. I'll just break out into a love poem. All right now. So now, are you ready for the word of Yah, the father of Abraham, the father of Isaac, the father of Jacob? Pray for Dr. J. She had a little pain this morning. Are you ready for the word of Yah, the father of Abraham, the father of Isaac, the father of Jacob? This morning, we are coming out of our foundational scripture, Genesis Bereshit chapter 2 in its entirety. Again, this morning, we are coming out of our foundational scripture, Genesis chapter 2, Bereshit in its entirety, and it reads, "Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day, not the first day, not Sunday, and on the seventh day, Yah ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And Yah blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which Yah created and made. These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth, when they were created in the day that the Most High Yah made the earth and the heavens. And every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew in the Most High Yah. For the Most High Yah had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. But there went up a mist from the earth, and it watered the whole face of the ground. And the Most High Yah formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. And the Most High Yah planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man who he had formed, and out of the ground made the Most High God, Yah, to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, and the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden. From thence it was parted and became into four heads. The name of the first is Pensah, that is which compasses the whole land of Havadah, where there is gold. And the gold of that land is good. There is Bdellium and Oxenstone. And the name of the second river is Gohim. The same is it that compasses the whole land of Ethiopia. And the name of the third river is Hadagal, that it goes towards the east of Assyria. And the fourth river is Euphrates. And the Most High Yah took the man and put him into the garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. And the Most High Yah commanded the man, saying, of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that thou eatest thereof, thou shalt surely die. And the Most High Yah said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. And out of the ground the Most High Yah formed beasts of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all the cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helpmeet for him. And the Most High Yah caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. I don't know why that do something to me every time. And the rib which the Most High Yah had taken from man made he woman, and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, woo, Dr. J, this is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She should be called Dr. J woman, because she was taken out of man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. And they both were naked. The man and his wife, and were not ashamed. May the Most High Yah add a blessing to the reading and hearing of his most holy word. Kadosh, kadosh, kadosh. Come on in here, Queen Doreen, baby. We in here this morning, girl. We holding on. Bless you, Queen. Thank you. Understanding the woman's emotional needs and sexuality. Grown folks in here, put y'all kids to bed now. It is 5 a.m. Understanding the woman's emotional needs and sexuality. Did you know that a woman has twice as many nerve endings in her skin as a man does? Ooh, getting a little hot already. What you say now? Say that one more time, Most High. Did you know that a woman has twice as many nerve endings in her skin as a man does? Because her nerves are more numerous, they are also more susceptible to being strained. Her skin is almost literally wired to receive a loving husband's touches of affection to soothe her frayed nerves and to calm her emotions. This psychological fact highlights the theme of this chapter. A woman's emotional and sexual needs are different from a man's by design. I want the idea of Yah's purpose and design to permeate your thinking about the relationship between females and males, because it is such a fundamental principle, has so many applications, and is crucial to understanding the differences between them. Here are some of the major differences between men and women. Number one, women tend to take things to heart. Men tend to take things impersonally. Number two, in material things, women tend to look at the goals. Men want to know how to get there. Number three, in spiritual or intangible things, the opposite is true. Men look at the goals. Women want to know how to get there. Number four, women are like computers. Their minds keep processing in the background until a problem is solved. Men are like filing cabinets. They take problems, put them in a file, and close the drawers. Number five, a woman's home is an extension of her personality. Ooh, a man's job is an extension of his personality. Number six, women have a great need for security and roots. Men can be nomadic. Number seven, women tend to be guilt prone. Men tend to be resentful. Okay. Number eight, women are constantly changing. Men level off and stay the same. I know that's right. Is that what's going on? Women are constantly changing. Men level off and stay the same. Number nine, women tend to become involved with things more easily and more quickly. Men tend to stand back and evaluate. Considering these differences, in addition to others we've discussed throughout this series, we shouldn't wonder why men and women have misunderstandings and conflicts in their relationships. Remember one of our primary principles: purpose determines design or nature, and design determines needs. Say that again, Dr. J. Remember, one of our primary principles: purpose determines design or nature, and design determines needs. So the differences are related to the specific design of women and men. Their designs, in turn, determine the needs of each that need to be met in order for them to be fulfilled, contented in living in Yah's creation purposes. Their design, in turn, determine the needs of each that need to be met in order for them to be fulfilled, contented and living in Yah's creation purposes. The problem is that many people are not fully aware of their own needs, let alone the needs of others. I know that's right, Most High. The problem is that many people are not fully aware of their own needs, let alone the needs of others. Over the past 20 years, I have been counseling couples, and the greatest problem I have seen is that husbands and wives don't know that the needs of their spouse are different from their own. You better say that again. Over the past 20 years, I have been counseling couples, and the greatest problem I've seen in that husbands and wives don't know that the needs of their spouses are different from their own. Even when people are aware of their needs, they often live in frustration because their needs are not being met. I know that's right. Even when people are aware of their needs, they often live in frustration because their needs are not being met. They end up demanding that another person satisfy them, or they suffer in silence, never expecting to live a completely fulfilled life. Wow. So in this teaching, I want to highlight 3 paramount needs of females and males that contribute to fulfilling relationship. Say it again. In this teaching, I want to highlight 3 paramount needs of females and males that contribute to fulfilling relationship. It is important for us to keep these needs centrally in mind as we interact with our spouses and others with whom we are in relationship. As we come to understand ourselves and others better and how we can help to meet others' needs, our hearts and minds will be renewed, and more of Yah's creation purposes will be restored to our lives. Women and men must understand that fulfillment can come only when they work together to address one another's need. In this endeavor, Yahushua, great principle, it is more blessed to give than to receive. Say it again. In this endeavor, Yahushua's great principle, it is more blessed to give than to receive. I don't know about that sometimes, Mozart. You mean giving. Acts chapter 20, verse 35. It's vital, Dr. J, as you give, meeting the needs of others, you will be blessed. And many of your own needs will be met in turn. Thank you, Most High. Giving to others by satisfying their needs, not demanding to have your own needs satisfied, will bring true fulfillment. A woman doesn't just want love, she truly needs it by design. Say that again, Dr. J. A woman doesn't just want love, she truly needs it by design. Some of the ideas in this teaching we have discussed in other contexts, while other ideas are new. Come on now. Revive us again, refresh us, renew us, because we need to be reminded. We must allow these principles to permeate our understanding so that they will become part of our lives. Come on now. Please keep in mind that the needs that are listed as female needs and the needs that are listed as male needs are also the needs of both. However, in this teaching, they will be discussed in the context of the primary needs of each. If we could learn and apply the following principles, we will go a long way to healing broken lives, promoting understanding, and developing strong relationships between women and men. The woman needs love. Say it again, Dr. J. The woman needs love. The primary need of the female man is love. Say it again. The woman needs love. The primary need of the female man is love. We have learned that the woman was designed to receive love. This truth is so central to a woman's emotional needs that if it is the only one that men make a vast difference in women's lives and consequently in their own. A woman doesn't just want love, she truly needs it by design. This is why a man can give her a house and expensive gifts and she will still not be satisfied. A woman doesn't just want love, she truly needs it by design. This is why a man can give her a big old mansion, expensive gifts, and she still will not be satisfied. The man will say, "What's wrong with you? I can't do anything to please you. I'm giving you all these things and you're unhappy." She will answer, "It is not this mink coat or this house that I really want." Say it again, Dr. J. She will answer, "It is not this mink coat or this house that I really wanted. I want you. I want you to tell me I'm important and special and unique to you, and that I am everything you've been dreaming of. I want you to tell me you love me. You can't replace love." Say that again, Dr. J. You can't replace love. To love means to cherish, to care for, and to show affection. Cherishing a woman doesn't mean buying her expensive presents. It means calling her several times a day and telling her that you love her. Cherishing a woman doesn't mean buying her expensive presents. It means calling her several times a day and telling her that you love her. Caring means that you go out of your way to make sure she has everything she needs. It means dropping everything you're doing just to make certain she's all right. Love doesn't say, "I'm busy right now, I'll talk to you later." Caring is making others wait while you meet the needs of your wife. What you say? Caring is making others wait while you meet the needs of your wife. Affection is the environment in which to grow a wonderful marriage. Y'all better come on and get some understanding this morning. Come on, Queen Doreen. Affection is the environment in which to grow a wonderful marriage. A woman's need for affection can be met with plenty of hugs and kisses, a steady flow of words, cards, and flowers, common courtesies, and meaningful gifts that show the man is thinking of her, esteem her, and values her presence in his life. A man can also meet a woman's need for love by providing her with financial security. Hello, somebody. This will make her feel cared for and protected. In addition, when a man spends time with a woman, it makes her feel loved because she knows she comes first in his life. Balancing financial provision And quality time with his wife often creates the greatest challenges for a man because providing for his wife usually requires that he be away from her while he is at his workplace. However, when a man spends many hours overtime at his job trying to get ahead, but neglects his wife and family, she will not feel loved, even though they may have millions of dollars in the bank. If a woman is single, come on, get in here now. You knocking on my doorbell, about to tear it down. If a woman is single, receiving love is still her greatest need. She also needs affirmation and companionship of men. It is the way she is designed. Fathers, uncles, brothers, and male friends can recognize a single woman's need and show brotherly love by acts of kindness, companionship, and assistance during life difficulties. A man, on the other hand, needs honor. Thank you, Most High Yah. I ain't getting no respect. A man needs honor because the female primarily need is for love. She often thinks that the male's primary need is for love also. You better teach this thing, Holy Ghost. A man, on the other hand, needs honor because the female's primary need is for love. She often thinks that the male's primary need is for love also. He needs love, but he has a need that is even greater than that. As much as a woman needs to feel she is loved, a man needs to know he is honored. If a female expresses love to a male without fulfilling this other need, he might not respond in the way she expects him to. He might remain somewhat distant. Ooh. If a female expresses love to a male without fulfilling this other need, honor, he might not respond in a way she expects him to. He might remain somewhat distant. For example, a woman may wonder why her husband doesn't seem satisfied in the relationship when she has been lovingly trying to help him by keeping the household running smoothly and providing for his material needs. A woman might even write her husband love notes, come on, poems, and give him lots of affection, but notice that he still doesn't seem happy. She wonders, what else can I do for this man? Yet, a male feels about those things in the same way that a female feels about the male's provision of a house. He is grateful that his material and emotional needs are being taken care of, and he appreciates his wife's efforts. However, these things don't address his primary need. As much as a woman needs to feel that she is loved, a man needs to know that he is honored. Being honored is at the core of his self-esteem, and it affects every other area of his life. Each one of you, husbands, also must love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must honor her husband. I'm going to read this again, queens. I'm going to read this again because you are without excuse. As much as a woman needs to feel that she is loved, a man needs to know that he is honored. Being honored is at the core of his self-esteem, and it affects every other area of his life. Each one of you husbands also must love his wife as he loved himself. And the wife must honor her husband. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 33. A woman can meet a man's need for admiration, and honor by understanding his value and achievements more than anyone else. She needs to remind him of his capabilities and help him to maintain his self-confidence. She should be proud of her husband, not out of duty, but as an expression of sincere admiration for the man with whom she has chosen to share her life. Paralleling the situation of the single woman, come on, single women, paralleling the situation of the single woman, a single man needs honor as much as a married man does. He needs the honor and affirmation of women because he is designed to need it. The woman in a single man's life can meet his needs by recognizing his values and accomplishments as a man and by encouraging him in his talents in life work. A husband is to love and cherish his wife. A wife is to respect and honor her husband. In this way, there will be a constant meeting of the other's primary needs. This is good. What do I do in the meantime? What you say? What do I do in the meantime? One of the problems a woman may face is that her husband doesn't know he's supposed to love her in the way I've just described. What do I do in the meantime? One of the problems a woman may face is that her husband doesn't know he's supposed to love her in the way I just described. This is a very real problem. I'm going to say it again. This is a very real problem. Even though a woman might be honoring and esteeming her husband, he might not be showing her love because he really doesn't know how. Both men and women need to understand and meet each other's need. However, if the woman understands their needs, but her spouse doesn't, it is important that she has patience. Lord, I must. She needs to respond to her husband according to what he knows. What? She needs to respond to her husband according to what he knows. If I know that a person is ignorant, okay. If I know that a person is ignorant, I can't be angry at them. Ignorant means you just don't know. If I know that a person is ignorant, oh, this needs to be posted by itself. I can't be angry at them. Yahushua is the highest model of this for us. He said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they are doing. Now, don't split that up. Keep that together, child. We need to put a word on that. Luke chapter 23, verse 34. The difficulty comes when you know that a person is aware of what he's supposed to be doing, but he doesn't do it. In this case, some kind of reproof is necessary. In this case, some kind of reproof is necessary, depending on the situation. A woman might appeal directly to her husband, or she might appeal to the pastor, a trusted Hebrew friend, or even a family member to speak to her husband for her. Yet her best appeal is to pray for her husband and allow the Most High to change him. Ooh, turn the heat up. However, you can't reprove an ignorant person. What you say? However, you can't reprove an ignorant person. You can reprove a person who has knowledge, but you need to overlook the faults of a person who is ignorant. They will keep bitterness. This will keep bitterness from taking over your heart. Avoid blaming the other person. Live responsibility before Yah. And make sure you carry out your responsibilities to your spouse. Trust Yah to teach your partner how to meet your needs. The woman needs conversation. You better say that again. The woman needs conversation. In addition to love, a female needs conversation. She enjoys talking with others. This sounds so simple, but it is a real need based on her nature. This sounds really simple, but this is a real need based on her nature. A woman needs to have a man talk with her. A woman needs to have a man to talk to her. Notice that I said with her and not to her. A woman needs to have a man talk with her. Notice I said with her and not to her. Because males have a leadership mindset. Sometimes their conversations with their wives amount to instructions rather than a give and take dialogue. The man should always make a point to converse with the woman. Costly gifts doesn't mean anything to a woman if the man just leaves them with her and then walks away. She'll rather have the conversation. A man should show a desire to understand his wife, not to change her. Come on in here this morning. A man should show a desire to understand his wife, not to change her. The man can fulfill a woman's need for intimate conversation by continually making a point to communicate with her. To truly meet her need, she should talk with her at the feeling level and not he. To truly meet her need, he should talk with her at the feeling level and not just the knowledge and information level. She needs him to listen to her attitudes about the events of her day with sensitivity, interest, and concern. All of his conversations with her should convey a desire to understand her, not to change her. This means that he should not necessarily immediately try to solve her problems for need. He needs to resist the impulse to offer solutions and instead offer his full attention and understanding. I'm listening. Go ahead and talk. I'm listening. After giving her plenty of time to express her feelings, he should conduct his end of the conversation with courtesy and openness, looking her in the eyes and telling her what he really thinks and feels. He should share his plans and actions clearly and completely because he regards himself as accountable to her and asks for her input. This will enable her to trust him and feel secure. Some men say, what am I going to talk about with my wife? What? Some men say, what am I going to talk about with my wife? They don't realize that the woman has a need to express herself and therefore has much within her that she wants to share. A man can simply say, what's on your mind? And she'll usually have no problem carrying the conversation. All he has to say in response is, uh-huh. Oh, I see. However, he has to make sure he is really listening. A woman can create opportunities for conversing with her husband by developing an interest in his job, his activities, his hobbies, such as sports, music, or computers. As much as the woman needs conversation, the man needs to share his interest with her. Okay, this is good, Mozart. These related needs are a natural bridge of communication between them. Y'all don't know how to have no relationship. Y'all don't know how to have no relationship. For example, if he's in the middle of watching a ball game, it would not be constructive to say, shut that thing off. I'm tired of this. That won't create an atmosphere for conversation, but will usually cause some tension. I'm so glad I love sports, so I would never say that. Okay. Instead, she can walk into a room in which he is watching television and say, with genuine interest, honey, are the Steelers winning the game? No, they actually got put out. We mad right now. What are they doing that for? I'm interested in this game. The man will immediately start talking because he likes to discuss his interests and pursuits. Here is another illustration. If the woman goes into the room where the man is watching his favorite team compete and says, I want to talk to you, he will probably say, right after they finish this play, when she comes back in a few minutes and says, I said I want to talk to you, he will answer, right after this next play. This will likely continue throughout the entire game. Instead, a woman can say, sweetheart, I like to talk to you, but let's watch this game together first. I want you to tell me everything about this game. Now, the woman has really succeeded because the man is doing what he likes, but she has gotten him to talk about it too. After the game, she will likely have his full attention in the matter about which she wanted to talk to him. So, if women can get involved with men in their sport or any other interest they have, they can actually develop an atmosphere of conversation. Many women would truly be amazed at what would happen if they would learn to be interested in what their husbands are interested in. All praises to the Most High Yah. All praises to the Most High Yah. Through all your
Now
getting,
connected to S's
get
iPhone.
an understanding. Through all your getting, get an understanding. Y'all don't know how to communicate with one another? Oh, this was good. This was so good. So basic, right? But you don't do it. Y'all sit up here saying like, oh, that was so basic. That was good. That was so basic. But you don't do it. You need to take this principle and apply it to your relationship. Married women, single women, divorced women, separated. Apply this to your relationships.
If I should ever leave and wanna come home, please don't close the door on me. If I should go astray, I know your love will come someday. If I should ever leave, please don't close the door on me. If I should go astray, I know your love.
Yes, God.
If I should ever leave,
Don't close your door.
I should go astray.
And I know your love. I know your love. Sound the chauffeur.
If I should ever leave, I know you will. I should go astray.
If I should go, I know your love. If I should, I know your love. I know your love.
If I go astray, if I ever leave,
Sound the chauffeur. Never leave. Oh, if I ever leave. Oh, please don't close the door on me. Been mortified. Should go astray. I know your love will bring you home someday. If I should, I wanna come home. I wanna come home. If I should go astray, I hear your love calling. I So good, so good, so good, so good, so good. Bless you, Queen Doreen. You really touched my heart with that one, sister. You said, thank you, big sister, for all you do. It never goes unnoticed. And thank you, Queen, little sister, for all that you do. It never goes unnoticed, Queen Doreen. I appreciate you. You are absolutely amazing. Your consistency, your loyalty, your prayers. You and Mother, I just love you guys. I mean, dearly. So bless you, Queen Doreen, and tell Mother I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her. So this series, we're coming to an end now, women. I think we got about maybe 3 more teachings on next week, maybe 4. But we're coming to an end on this series on the purpose and power of the woman. And I pray this has helped you, queens. I pray that this will help you if you're single to make better decisions, if you're married to make better decisions, if you're separated to make better decisions, and if you're divorced, make better decisions. First of all, know how the Most High Yah created you. He created you out of love. Your makeup is to be loved. It's just not you want to be loved. You're designed to be loved. So you know when somebody ain't loving you and ain't loving you right, don't be acting crazy. You know it. When somebody ain't loving you right, you know they ain't loving you right. So we got to make better choices. And now the Most High Yah has given us principles about relationships and how the woman is designed. Giver, enhancer, reflector, incubator. And don't forget, she don't forget nothing because he made her that way. You know, I've been watching like movies, right? On married couples, not just like married couples, but watching movies, and I see married couples in these movies now, and I'll be like this, whoa. I'm seeing everything that we're reading in this book played out in movies, and I'll be saying to myself, like, he ain't loving her right. And he wondering why she had all that to say. He like, what? Where's that coming from? She was going off. Child, she was going off for real. And he's standing there like, you know, this movie I was watching yesterday. Woo, he went outside, child, and some woman was in a little bikini thing or whatever. And, you know, I ain't think nothing of it. And he like come back inside, and 2 days later, the woman comes over and brings like all this food to them because they were looking for their missing daughter, whatever. Her daughter was never missing. That's a whole psycho movie in itself. But anyway, the woman that he had was looking at with the little bikini thing, all right. Her and her husband, now she married, her and her husband come over and bring them all this food, talking about, we just know you're going through a lot right now, and we decided to just cook for you. The wife snatches the little plate from the woman, well, the pan with all this food in it, goes into the little RV trailer, whatever, girl, go straight to the kitchen, start dumping all the food in the sink. I was like, what is going on? So he comes inside and she's like, oh yeah, you want to get with her? You want to get with her? You want to do that with her? You want to get with her? I saw how you was looking at her. He like, I wasn't looking at her. I saw you looking at her. You're going to do the same thing you did almost 10 years ago. He like, I cheated on you 10 years ago. I would never do that again. I'm sitting there watching the movie like, she never forgot. Man, you can't be out there with a woman with a bikini on. She gonna lose her mind. Go inside. Don't be talking to that woman. Anyway, child, this series is really helping me look at relationships totally different. Totally different. Because you can't do something to a woman and think she gonna forget. Now, she forgave you, but you can't think she just forgot like that, brothers or kings. She's wired to remember all the details. And you be saying to yourself, I don't understand why we still going through this. I'm wired that way. So you might want to get over it, because I'm not. I love the Most High. He made us that way. Now, I ain't trying to use it as an excuse. I'm using it as a tool to educate you, brothers. So, thank you, Most High, for how you made us. Yes, thank you for how you made us. We're made that way. Fearfully and wonderfully made, and I will never forget. I forgive you, but I will never forget. Okay, you got it down. So knowing that, kings, because y'all be acting like this relationship series, women, the power of women, purpose and power is only for women, and men, you need to be up in here. So now don't you do something or don't you say a certain thing, because a woman will not forget it. We are made to remember. You hear that, Angelica? You take that to work with your girl. Amen. All right now. We are made to remember. That's one of my parents dropping her kid off. Yeah, We made to remember. So this is very important on how to have relationships. So maybe kings, you won't say certain things or do certain things that you might have to pay for the rest of your life. Because we're taking it to the grave. Good morning, Miss Yvette. We're taking it to the grave. So I'm being serious right now. We need to understand that. We really need to understand that. And if we get it, we know how to have relationships. And women, we need to honor men. We can't just be like, oh, I love him, I love him, I love him. We have to honor men. And my flesh up in here talking about, give me something to honor, brother, and I will honor you. Most I said, it didn't say that in the scripture, Dr. J. It says, wives, honor your husband, and the Most High will work it out, Dr. J. Give me something to honor. That's not what the scripture says. But us, sister girls, black women, we be like this. He ain't did nothing for me to honor. But we got to go by what the word says. If we do the principles, the Most High will work it out. Our problem is we don't want to be obedient to what the Most High Yah says. So you married, right? And if you ain't honoring him, it's not going to work. You married, king. If you ain't loving her, showing her affection, it ain't going to work. So, sisters, black women, not to say that any other women are different, black women, sisters, sister to sister, we got to honor them. And if you done pick somebody you can't honor, sister, that's your fault. You need to make better choices. Now, you can't be around here dishonoring a man because, oh, he ain't got no job, he ain't got this, and he wants somebody to honor him. Well, he didn't have no job when you met him, sister. You knew that. Now, all of a sudden, it's 15 years later, and you trying to get him off your couch from playing the PlayStation 5, and he won't go nowhere. And you walking around with an attitude talking about, I will not honor him. He ain't got no job. He ain't trying to get, well, when you met him, he ain't had no job, and he wasn't trying to get no job. So stop picking men that you weren't supposed to be with in the first place. Talking about you going to fix him up. The G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip, build a man, build a bear. You trying to do all that. You can't build a bear, baby. He got to be built already. The first thing that the Most High Yah did when he created Adam, what did he give Adam? Work. Before the Most High Yah did anything, he blew the breath into his nostril and the man became a living soul. And he said, now work. That's what he told Adam. So y'all got these folks around here that won't work, don't want to work. Girl, you better get away from him. I'm just telling the truth. Why, Most High? Why? He gonna tell me to give my testimony. Why? We done. The teaching is over. No, teaching is life lessons, Dr. J. Tell him. Okay, met this brother. He did not have a job. So what did I do? I went and got him a job. Told the brother, just show up for work. I did this. This is a real life story. So the brother would like come hang out with me. And he was on that like graveyard shift or whatever, because, you know, he had started at the bottom pole, whatever. But he had a job. And he would leave like, okay, see you later, going to work, bye. Do you know this brother was not going to work? Do you know this brother never showed up for work? Do you know this brother did not have a job? So now this brother is getting evicted from his apartment. This is a real story. And I'm like, Most High, why I got to tell my stories? Because you need real life situations, Dr. J. So got the brother a job. Brother never went to work. Next thing I know, I'm in Mississippi visiting my family. The brother gonna call me and say, hey, I'm being evicted from my apartment. And can I just come stay with you for a little while just to get on my feet? Won't be that long. I'm a single mom with 2 kids. I'm like, oh, let me converse with my children. So I go to my kids and was like, hey, brother them fell on hard times. He just want to move him with us for a little while till he get on his feet. My daughter, not my son, my daughter said, no, do not let him move in with us because he ain't going to never leave. What did Dr. J do? She let him move in with her. He never left. It became a crime scene. I had to call the po-po to get him out. So women, I'm telling you true stories. You can't build a bear. Build a man. You can't do it. So I done made some crazy decisions in my life. And no, I was not 20. I was 40. I was 42 years old making crazy decisions like that. Women, don't do it. Don't do it. Remember this. The first thing the Most High Yah gave man was work. If a brother ain't working, it ain't working. It ain't gonna work. It ain't never gonna work. It wasn't supposed to work. If he ain't working, ain't nothing gonna work. I don't care how many words he give you, you beautiful, you fine, all that. It ain't gonna work. You got it? All right. We talking about some real stuff. We talking about relationships. Relationships. Straighten up your crown, queens. Because y'all know y'all done made some crazy decisions. You're probably making some now. Do the right thing. Walk in the principles of the Most High Yah. That's it. He always put me on blast. Goodness. Always put me on blast. But you got to tell the truth. Tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me the Most High Yah. All right, Queen Doreen, you got it. Girl, we too old to be making them decisions now. I'm 56. I wish a brother would say, I ain't got a job. Well, this is not going to work, brother. You need a job. Yeah. Get busy working. All right. May the Most High Yah bless you and keep you. May the Most High Yah lift up his face upon you and be gracious to you. May the Most High Yah make his face to shine upon you. I'm all messed up and be gracious to you. So they shall put my name of the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Don't forget, tomorrow at noon is Sabbath. We will continue with this teaching on unmasking a spirit of Jezebel, because Jezebel is running wild. You hear me? Wow. All right. I love you, love you, love you. Oh, I love you. Y'all share this video. And if this is your first time, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe. All right. I love you, love you, love you. Oh, I love you. Bye now. So good. So good.